when you had a chance. You should have killed me when you had a chance. Because we're not going nowhere. Chelsea are not going anywhere. This is just the beginning. And guys like you, because I know there's ops watching today, guys like you don't like that. Can't stomach that. I've been called all the names under the sun. I've been called delusional. I don't know what I'm talking about. The other day, well, not even the other day, the whole week, to be honest, leading up to this game, I've been talking about how Chelsea have every chance of beating PSG. That we are not Real Madrid. That we are not Inter Milan. That we are not those joke men down the road, CEX boys. Yeah? And that we are a serious team with a mentality shift which comes from upstairs with the likes of Maresca. The rugby coach that they've brought in. The sort of players that we're bringing in with the physicality or the mental drive to want to fight for the badge. Times have changed. Times have really, really, really changed. And there's a lot of guys right now who are struggling to accept it. There's a lot of guys right now who thought, that's it. Chelsea are done. Roman's been sanctioned. They're not going to have an owner that's going to be willing to spend any more money. They're not going to win any more trophies. It's over for these guys. Yeah? But little did they know that it won't even take long for the mighty Chels to get back into the Champions League like business as usual and start to win trophies again like business as usual. Yeah? The mentality in this team has shifted. The days of having a Graham Potter on the side playing about with his zip and talking to that assistant coach next to him about what they're going to do at the weekend. The days of this Poch guy who couldn't even articulate himself properly, yeah, on the sideline, losing to kids at Wembley in a final. Those days of having shit mentality are done for, yeah, are done for, yeah, because this team, these players, they have now experienced winning 2 trophies together, not just 1, but 2, yeah. They came out before the game talking up their shit. Talking about we're not Inter Milan. We are not Real Madrid. Man were laughing at me when I was saying, bro, Real Madrid, I'm watching their game the other day. They've got no one in their midfield that can control the game. They're getting pressed into mistakes. PSG tried to press us into mistakes today. But they learned the hard way, didn't they? Yeah? They learned the hard way because we were making sure that we were exploiting that space on their wings. You want to push up Hakimi? You want to push up Nuno Mendes? No problem. We'll get the ball, we'll let you press us, and zoop, over the top. The first goal that came, zoop, over the top to Gusto. Gusto manages to find Palmer. Palmer caresses it into the left corner there, bro. Against a Donnarumma, who's bigger than this room, people. Yeah? He's bigger than this room, and this was the guy that people were telling me was going to be the difference between us and them winning the game. They told me Sanchez won't be able to do anything. They keep telling me that I can't give Sanchez any credit because of mistakes that he was making months ago. Guys like LB. When you mention Sanchez, they get itchy. They start to shout straight away like we don't want an upgrade. I'm not allowed to give this guy credit. Even though he made more brilliant saves in this game. No goalkeeper right now has registered a higher save percentage or prevented more goals than any other goalkeeper during the Club World Cup than Sanchez. And some of the distribution today, bro, I thought I was watching Neuer. I thought I was watching Alisson. What has got into this guy, bro? What has got into him? Because I keep saying to people, when this guy takes away these mistakes, he's actually a very good goalkeeper. He's a good shot stopper. He's good at cross collection. He's tall. You know what I'm saying? He's got good reactions, good agility. It's just up here, bro. The distribution and the concentration up here has not been great in his career. Going back to the time when he was even in his teenagers and that, bro. You know what I mean? But he's actually improved. And that doesn't mean that we shouldn't go and buy a new goalkeeper, because I still want to upgrade on this guy, right? But we have to give prop when we have to give prop. If we're ready to cook this guy when he's playing shit, Give him praise when he's playing well. I will never be one of these people that just want to crash it on someone. When they do something well, I'm just waiting for the next time that they fuck about. I'll just call it as it is and say, bro, I still want better than this guy, but I can't lie, he's been playing well. It's as simple as that. But according to some, you're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to say that, bro. You know what I mean? They just want you to be quiet about these things and go off the same script. He can play well. Oh no, remember that game against Man City? Remember that game against Wolves? We do remember those games, but I also remember games when he saved us as well. Yeah? He was brilliant today, bro. Another top performance from Sanchez. From back to front, it was just a tactical masterclass. Yeah? And people, I was actually at Wireless. We're just going straight into it right now, bruv. I was actually at Wireless, listening to Drake and that, and I can't even lie, the Drake performance was dead. I'm glad that I didn't, miss the game, because I actually had signal in there, lucky enough, yeah. I had signal in there, I had it on my phone, I was watching it, basically, I was watching the, Drake performing at the back, where I could actually watch the game properly, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah? And I was a bit worried when I was seeing that Reece was starting the game, because I'm like, come on, bro, so you got Santos there, you've got essugo there, why am I still seeing Reece starting in midfield? Yeah? I was worried about that, bro. But he was locked in today. He was locked in today. Every time he was getting the ball in that midfield, he was just playing what he was seeing, right? He was helping us physically off the ball. The way that we were counter-pressing PSG off the ball, bro, and getting the ball from back to front quickly, yeah? Within, 5-10 minutes, I'm seeing that chance that we created for Palmer. You see the little link-up between João Pedro and Palmer. Neto gets the ball, plays it to João Pedro. He flicks it back to Palmer. It just went past the post. But when I saw that, I was literally with my boy. And I said, Michael, I can smell a goal coming. And he's a United fan. He was even saying to me next to me, he was like, yo, I can't lie, bro. You're going to score soon. Yeah? So I was not surprised to see that first goal from Cole Palmer. Brilliant goal from Cole Palmer. Because today was another game, bro. I'm seeing this guy scored, 7 goals in the final now. I don't know if it's 7 goals or 7 GA, but he's got 3 goal contributions today. Because he scored 2 goals. And he also got an assist for João Pedro as well. Very good assist, because the way he picked up the ball, he drove into the space for the 3rd goal that we scored. He just slips it perfectly. The pass is perfect. Because some idiots will just overplay it and it will go wide. And now João Pedro's having to, go wide. You hit before you know it hits the post. 2-0 is not a safe scoreline, especially when it's that early in the game. We absolutely whitewashed these guys. And Cole Palmer was a driving force for that. Right? Driving force, bro. He had 2 big moments again in the final. In another final. Yeah? I'm pretty sure. I remember when Man City won the Super Cup. I think it was a Super Cup. He scored the equaliser for them. He scored in the Championship, in the Community Shield against Arsenal. I remember that game. I watched it. Yeah? He scored, for England as well in the Euros. You know what I'm saying? He scores today. He assists today. Yeah? He was fantastic today, bro. And this is the Cole Palmer that I need going into the season, because this is a player who is a game changer. He is a game changer, bro. Yeah? And I'm seeing that he got player of the tournament as well, bruv. It looks like he's enjoying his football again. It looks like he's, having a really, really good relationship with João Pedro right now. He's looking at João Pedro right now and saying, bro, at least it's not just me just carrying the team, because you've come into the team right now and it's like you've been here for 2 seasons like me, bro. 2-3 seasons like me. You know what I mean? The game today, bro, the way he was playing today, I can't even complain about his performance at all, bruv. He was good. Chalobah, Cole again today, solid, bro. The way that these guys were just defending in the box, the way they were helping us play out from the back. Caicedo, I don't know what more words I can say for this guy, bro. He was just, again, brilliant on the ball, brilliant off the ball. Gusto today, I was worried about this guy because lately he's not been a Gusto that we've seen in the first season. But he absolutely locked up KK, bro. Absolutely locked up KK. And you don't know how much I love KK, because I'm even putting him ahead of Rodrigo in terms of my dream signings. I've wanted this guy at Chelsea for ages, right? And he just got locked up. He got stinker and hooked, locked up by Gusto. And in the final third, he was not breaking down our attacks. That was very key. Cucurella today, bro. Doué, every time Doué's trying to attack him, I'm just looking at him like, come then, yeah? 1-on-1, bro. He's one of the best in the league. For me, he's the best left back in the league. Nuno Mendes was playing today with him on the pitch, bro. And who was the best left back on the pitch? Who wasn't the best left back on the pitch? Who was the best fullback at the Euros? Yeah? Who got the assist in the final in the Euros against England? Yeah? who's been our second best player after Caicedo this season. Yeah? People need to start putting more respect on Cuckoo's name. I don't know if it's because he's got an afro or something, but this is a top player, bro. He is a world-class player. I'm more than comfortable to say that because I'm seeing this guy performing at a world-class level. I've seen him win things at an elite level, bro. Yeah? This Grimaldo guy was starting for Leverkusen. He was the one I was meant to be starting for Spain. Cuckoo barely played. Cuckoo finds his way into that 11 and finishes the tournament the best fullback in the tournament, bro. Yeah? People need to put more respect on this guy. His leadership, his grit. You know what I mean? He's very smart. He got João Neves sent off today. And that's what I liked about this game. This is exactly what I was asking for in the game. You need to rough these guys up and put them off their game, right? Because what we did today was every time that these lot were trying to play some football, we were roughing them up. We were trying to foul them from quite early. Everyone was getting stuck in, bro. You even saw that when they were getting on the ball, they were misplacing passes. They weren't able to break us. You know what I'm saying? Off the ball, like I said, we are not easy to play against. And again, that goes back to the manager. The shape on the ball, you see Neto, he doubles up. He helps Cucurella, right? You see the other side, you see Palmer. He comes back and helps Gusto as well. On and off the ball, bro. Very, very difficult to get through there. Very, very difficult. Yeah? And then when you see the likes of Santos, it's actually long, bro. Right? Because one thing about Santos, when this guy comes on off the bench, he's not trying to, do things where he's running with the ball and doing all of these things, bro. He's just there to win the ball back and keep the game ticking, right? Keep winning the ball back and keep the game ticking for the team. That's what he's there for, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's there for. And what's so good about him is that he's versatile. He can play as an 8. He can play as a 6. Another top performance from him today. In the box, there was a moment in the second half where PSG was a bit later on in the game. They were trying to score. He was just there at the near post, just blocking it with his body, blocking the ball with his shoulder. Yeah? His IQ, the way he reads the game to understand where the danger is so good, bro. He's a proactive player, not a reactive player. And that's why you see him winning the ball back a lot. Him and Caicedo are very similar. They're able to predict and read situations because of how their brain works, how their IQ works. So when the player is about to get the ball, they're just there already. Boop, interception. Boop, I'm taking the ball, pickpocketing you. Yeah, that's what they're good at, bro. They're specialist ball winners, and that's not the only trait that they've got. But that's one of the specialist traits that they've got. Brilliant from him, bro. Yeah, Dewsbury Hall comes on, doing what he usually does to help us shut off the game. You know what I'm saying? Delap came on as well. I thought when he came on, he was quite dangerous. He nearly scored instantly. Another chance a little bit later on. Donnarumma get something on it, but to be fair, Delap should do a little bit better there. I think he can actually take it a little bit wider and just completely bury the game. You know what I'm saying? I thought Neto was okay in the game, right? But I thought this was just a professional performance because we took our opportunities when they came, right? We exploited the space in the wider areas. And on top of that, bro, we roughed these guys up and did not let them play their game. We did not let them play the game, right? And I have to give props to Maresca. I have to finish this off by giving props to Maresca because a lot of people are trying to call me delusional. Wow, this guy's not better than Poch. What's he going to do at Chelsea? He's coming from the Championship. You don't know nothing about nothing. Or go fuck off with your wire scout. Saying all these things to me, bro. Yeah? But the thing is, I speak my mind because I watch the game. I watch things, bro. I watch a lot of football. And when I'm saying something, I don't say it for the sake of just saying it, bro. It's because I've got tangible evidence. They're trying to call me Statman Don, but stats are part of the game. If I'm seeing something, I'm going to go make sure that my eyes aren't lying to me. So I'll go check the stats. And funny enough, the stats 90% of the time, they back up my eye test, bro. And I was watching what this guy was doing at Leicester. And I literally said, if he doesn't work at Chelsea, bro, we are cursed. Because I'm seeing the mentality that he's coming with from Man City, winning all those trophies, working with Pep. I'm seeing the mentality that this guy's coming with from winning stuff for Juve with Conte and Zidane. Sharing a dressing room with these top players, legends, bro, of the game. Yeah? I'm seeing that the way that he went into a Leicester team that was finished. Lost Tielemans, lost Maddison. They were finished under Rodgers. And he got them back straight away, bro. Yeah? In his first year managing properly, first year at Chelsea, He wins more trophies than a certain Wallad at a certain club. You know what I mean? At a joke man club. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that you back this manager and give him what he needs, because next season he has the facilities tactically to make sure that we're competing. Yeah? Because we now have players like João Pedro, who again today was brilliant, by the way. João Pedro again today, just clinical in front of goal. The link-up play, bro. The way he's running the channels. The way he works off the ball. Again, there was another moment today in the box where the ball comes in. It nearly got to Marquinhos. Very good cross. It nearly gets to Marquinhos. He just pinches it with the toe and it goes off, right? So he's not just a guy that just cares about offensive work and going up there, bro. He's switched on defensively and he's switched on offensively, bro. In the 11 days as a Chelsea player, he has scored in both goals in the semi-final against one of his clubs, former clubs. Yeah, he's had 6 shots, 4 shots on target and scored 3 goals. Yeah, scored 3 goals with 4 shots on target, bruv. You know what I'm saying? He has been very clinical, bro. It was a very, you know, sort of shrewd bit of business there. I know obviously Pedro's got Premier League experience in that, but there wasn't really many big teams that were trying to get this guy apart from Newcastle, right? Very good bit of business there to go and bring this guy in to help us play in the Club World Cup, because that might not have been enough, especially when my man got suspended and you're playing Jackson. Broski, we're not winning this with Jackson, yeah? And that is the thing right now. You need to be making sure, Clear Lake and sporting directors, you are bringing in more quality to play with the likes of Enzo Fernandez, to play with the likes of Caicedo, play with the likes of Palmer, Levi Colwell, bro. Again today, brilliant, yeah? Gusto, like I said today, bro, this guy defensively was like the Gusto that I know. Enzo Fernandez has the most assists in this tournament, yeah? And the guys like Rance are trying to laugh when I'm saying that this guy's a creative machine, because he is. I thought he was good again today, bro. Dogged performance, right? I'm so happy today. Honestly, I am so happy with this win, because it's just another thing which is going to help build on that mentality. Another thing that's going to make these guys hungry, because look at this trophy. Look at this trophy, bro. This is Tiffany and Co. This is Tiffany and Co, bruv. This ain't no cheap little rustly trophy that you get from B&M. This is the real stuff. Yeah? We're going to have that gold badge now on our top for the next 4 years, blood. That's a big statement. And going into the Champions League now, that's going to give these guys a lot of confidence, knowing that they've just smoked the best team in the world. The best team in the world, yeah? Best team in the world after they just beat Real Madrid 4-0. You know what I'm saying? Because the other day, a lot of people were saying, oh, they're going to go walk over Chelsea, man. Real Madrid, this and that. And I kept telling them, bro, Real Madrid... This is what I was telling these Arsenal fans before. I said, bro, if you beat PSG, that's going to be more impressive, because PSG are a better team than Real Madrid. And they proved it again the other day. Real Madrid are not great right now. They're not a good team. They're not a good team. And I was actually saying, I hope that we get PSG in the final, because I actually want to test ourselves. I want to see where we are. Because whoever we beat, the route to the final, it's, oh, look who you played. You played Palmeiras. Or look who you played. You played this guy and this guy. Is it our fault Inter Milan lost? Is it our fault that Man City lost? You can only play what's in front of you, bro. So keep crying. Keep crying, because this is just the beginning. Yeah? All these people that thought Chelsea were finished are wrong, and they are now struggling to accept the reality. So what they do is, if you want to talk about any positives about this team, it's you're delusional. You're a brown envelope. You're a clear lake, whatever they want to call it. Clown lake and all of these things, bro. Yeah? Like I said the other day, if you don't go listen to Doom and Gloom, you know what channels to find. But those people, they're not around on days like this. They're not around on days like this because they're not real, you know what I'm saying? They're just hoping that the team fails and that. Hoping that the team fails, bro. Yeah? We've been there from the mud. Enzo's been there from the mud. Couple man here been there from the mud, bro. Reece staying fit all this time, been there from the mud. This is just the beginning, people, man. This is just the beginning, I'm telling you. We can build something serious here. This is going to be interesting to see what we do the rest of the window, because now you're going to players now and say, yo, listen, we just won the Club World Cup. Over 100 million. Over 100 million. And we just made nearly 100 million the other day from sales, bro. Big up CX boys once again. You know what I mean? But listen, people, this team is not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm so proud of the boys today. You know what I mean? That's another trophy that's in the cabinet right now. You know what I'm saying? We move. But listen, people, let me know what you thought about my thoughts. Man of the match for me, listen, it has to be Cole Palmer, bro. Has to be Cole Palmer, man. There was a couple players that I could potentially give it to. That's how you know the team played well. Chalobah, again, today I thought he was fantastic, bro. The concentration on this guy when he's locked in, brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Some of the challenges, the physicality today. It's like they've been watching what we've been saying on Blue Diaries about what you need to do to PSG to, to beat them. You don't respect these guys. There's been too many teams like Man City that we played this season. We lost to them twice. We're respecting them too much. Play your game, bro. If we lose and we play our game, I'd rather that than lose being a pussy. Yeah? But we move in a bit. Love.